Before we begin, if you want clear, calm guidance that helps you protect yourself and your family, take a moment to like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you information most seniors are quietly coping with and rarely warned about. Now, look, I want you to picture something that feels completely ordinary, almost forgettable. The phone rings. You answer without thinking because that is what you have done your whole life. The voice on the other end sounds rushed, shaken, maybe familiar enough to pass. They say there is a problem and they need help right now. Your body reacts before your mind does. Your chest tightens, your stomach drops, your thoughts jump straight to family. This feels personal. This feels urgent. And in that moment, you are not calculating risk. You are protecting someone you love. Stay with me. This is important. That reaction is not weakness, it is human. But it is also exactly what criminals rely on. They manufacture urgency because urgency skips verification and crowds out common sense. This is where it gets interesting. One simple family tool can quietly interrupt that panic before it turns into a costly mistake, embarrassment, or long nights of regret. It costs nothing. It takes minutes to set up. Yet most families never talk about it. That missing step is why careful, responsible seniors get pulled into situations they never saw coming. This tool does not block compassion or make you suspicious. It gives compassion a safeguard and it gives you back control when emotions try to take it away. My name is Judith Carver. My role is to slow things down so you can see patterns instead of panic. I helped countless seniors who said afterward, I never thought this could happen to me. Always remember, your rights do not expire with age. Now listen carefully, because this part explains why even the most careful people get caught off guard. One of the biggest reasons urgent phone calls work is because they feel emotional and familiar at the same time. The caller does not sound like a stranger asking questions. They sound like family needing help. They may claim to be a grandchild, a niece, a son, or someone calling on their behalf. And the moment family is mentioned, something very human happens. Logic does not disappear, but it steps aside. Love takes the wheel. Protection mode turns on. The consequence is immediate concern mixed with responsibility. Your brain is no longer asking, is this real? It is asking, how fast can I help? The short truth is emotion bypasses verification. Let me show you exactly what happened to a woman named Carol. Carol is retired, careful, and organized. She pays her bills on time. She keeps records. She does not consider herself naive. One afternoon, she received a call from someone claiming to be her grandson, Ethan. The voice sounded young and scared, just shaky enough to feel real. He said he was in trouble and begged her not to tell his parents because he was embarrassed and afraid. Carol felt her heart drop into her stomach. Her hands started to tremble. In that moment, she was no longer thinking about procedures or proof. She was thinking about the baby she once held, the child she watched grow up. She wanted to fix it. She wanted to make it go away. She did not see this coming. The brutal truth is, criminals depend on that instinct. They study it. They rehearse it. They know that urgency narrows your focus and steals your time. Urgency is not proof. Here is where it gets crazy. Families assume recognition is enough. A familiar name, a voice that sounds close enough, or a shared detail makes the story feel real. Seniors think, I know my family. I would recognize them anywhere. But stress fills in gaps. Technology and guesswork do the rest. The impact is misplaced certainty. The grounding truth is familiarity is not confirmation. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. Stay with me. This is where a simple family code word changes everything. A code word is a private word or phrase known only to trusted family members. It is never used casually. It is not written on the refrigerator. It exists for one purpose only: verification. When panic is high and time feels short, the code word restores control. Imagine Carol calmly saying, I love you and I will help, but tell me the family word. If the caller hesitates, deflects, or becomes angry, the answer is clear. Real family members know the word, others do not. The benefit is immediate clarity. The punchline is one word can stop a spiral. Most people never notice this. Urgent callers discourage questions. They say the connection is bad or they cannot talk for long. A code word cuts through that pressure. It does not require debate. It is either known or it is not. The consequence is empowerment. The short truth is verification should be simple. Here's the part nobody talks about. Seniors worry that asking for a code word feels rude or distrustful. They fear offending a loved one in crisis. But real family members understand safety. One grandmother told me her grandson laughed and thanked her for being smart. The emotional result was relief and pride. The grounding reminder is safety is not suspicion. Stay with me because this matters. A family code word protects both directions. In an era where voice cloning and impersonation calls are increasing, someone can pretend to be you and contact your children asking for help. When everyone knows the word, protection goes both ways. The consequence is shared security. Preparation travels both directions. Watch out for this. A code word should never be obvious. Avoid birthdays, pet names, or hometown references. Choose something unrelated to your public life. Simple and random beats are clever. You want to remember it under stress while keeping it meaningless to outsiders. This is important. Now listen carefully. Even with a code word, you never verify on their call. You hang up, you breathe, you call back using a number you already trust. Criminals can spoof caller identification and keep you on the line while partners pretend to verify information. This is where people lose control. The consequence is feeling trapped. Hanging up restores power. Pause for a moment. Real emergencies allow verification. If your granddaughter truly needs help, she will still need help after you confirm. Criminals hate time and extra people. Create a family rule that any money request triggers a second call to another trusted person. This removes pressure from the moment. The short truth is, triangles break manipulation. Here is where legal awareness matters. Acting on unverified requests can create lasting financial and legal complications. Sending money or sharing information under pressure may limit recovery later. A code word creates a pause. That pause protects you emotionally and legally. The result is peace of mind instead of regret. Prevention is easier than repair. Most people hear this advice too late. Seniors often say, I wish someone had told me sooner. That regret is avoidable. A short family conversation can prevent years of stress. The shift is from reactive to prepared. The grounding truth is planning beats panic. Stay with me until the end because I will give you a simple checklist you can use immediately. One more thing, introduce the code word calmly. This is not an accusation, it is a safety plan. Families who do this feel safer, not fearful. The outcome is reassurance. Pause for a moment. If any call demands secrecy, urgency, or money without verification, stop. Use the word, call back. Involve another person. You control the pace. The benefit is calm authority. Here is where clarity returns. A family code word does not mean danger is everywhere. It means you are ready. Seniors who use this tool report feeling confident answering the phone again. Preparedness is not pessimism, it is care. Before we wrap up, if this information is helping you feel calmer and more in control, like and subscribe so I can continue sharing protections most seniors are never told about. Now, here is the simple checklist I promised. Agree on a private family code word. Use it only for urgent requests. Never verify on the same call. Always call back using trusted numbers. Involve another family member before sending money. Refuse secrecy and pressure. And remember that legitimate help survives verification. If a situation ever feels legally or financially complex, contact a licensed attorney or qualified professional who can give you guidance specific to your circumstances. You deserve calm, clarity, and respect. If this information helps you recognize a pattern or avoid a mistake, share it with friends, neighbors, or family members who may face the same calls. Many seniors fall into these traps simply because no one warned them. I read every comment and email personally, so do not hesitate to reach out. Carry this forward with you. Your rights do not expire with age.